how are you? Last night, morning. Yeah, I'm feeling it now. Feeling it. But we're here, just starting to get rolled out. Today is the big day. So already made sure that this bad boy is charged. So I'll be getting you guys some good footage of the race today. 200 laps, I believe, starting 8th. We're in the show, so whatever's gonna happen at this point, right? I'm excited. Got drivers meeting. I think there's autograph sessions, few happening things going on, and gotta get my video uploaded. So stay tuned. It's the final day of Super Dirt Week.
Congratulations on being here. It's a big deal. It's a big deal for all of us. It's a big deal for your race fans. Thank you for being here.
Hello, Richard.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
We got a couple big leaks down there.
Big?
Hey, come on, I'm gonna watch your race.
Which screwdriver runner, boss?
More product in here. This thing weighs nothing.
Really? Yep. I'm impressed. Oh, chug it.
Never goes too far when you go to bed at 4 a.m. Jesus Christ.
Alright, show us your shirt. It only took until the very last day to finally get a good routine going with my videos, guys. Should be going up at noon, but seriously, it took me 6 days. It's pitiful. Hello, how are ya? So they're hollering now for top 30 in the feature today to go up for autograph session. 45 minutes. Mike's running because I already started yelling at him, so we gotta get his suit on and then head front stretch.
I needed a new one though.
Walk over.
Alright guys, the day we have all been waiting for. I know I got Mike comp, but me on the other hand. So we're rolling off 8th, got our pit stall, guys are getting that organized now. Driver introductions, organizing the drivers, and then it's go time.
Thank you.
race. Thank you.
down just a little bit before I tell you what happened. So, for starters, I mean, our crew busted their butts, but the pit stops were not our strong suit whatsoever. So to start off with, Mike was probably a little on edge with that. I think we got penalized the first time we pitted. I think we pitted like 2 or 3 times. So then we're actually making really good ground. A little after, I think it was lap 120, started moving forward, passing cars. We're around between 15th and 20th, I think, going into turn 1 on the bottom, because this racing is all on the bottom. And Mike goes into the turn 1 on the bottom, and Ryan Watt goes and like dives in, and literally it looked like Ryan didn't even lift, and we both get taken out. And Mike jumps out of the car, jumps on Watt's car, kicks it. This race, you know how it is, we've been here all week, and to get freaking taken out running 20th, like, it's so upsetting. So the car came in the infield again. They actually took Mike out of the track and like held him hostage. Oh, just as if we're in middle school. So I go over, I walk up to Ryan. I was like, listen, I'm like, just tell me what happened. What happened? I didn't go over to beat him up, but I was like, tell me your side of the story. And he told me that he just had a good run coming off the 4 and dove in. Mike lifted sooner than he anticipated, I suppose. That's what he said. And he said he hit the brakes and literally just slid into Mike. And I was like, I mean, I don't have an issue with Ryan. So it's hard to say, Ryan, it's all his fault. But he even did say, he's like, I don't blame Mike for jumping in my car and kicking it. He's like, I probably would have done the same. So that's racing for you guys. I'm sure, I know, I can tell Mike's not happy all freaking week. We've been planning for this for weeks, for months. Everyone that was here, all the money spent, and I don't even want to know how much we probably didn't even make. We're probably like back in the hole, didn't make any money now. Stinks, really stinks. I mean, it's one of those things, like, I'm not gonna point fingers. I mean, of course, I'm biased. I'm gonna go with whatever Mike says. However, both drivers are gonna have their own stories. Majorly sucks. So, as soon as that happened, I'm looking at the crew, we sit down, we start talking. I'm like, I think we need to come up with a new hobby, like fly fishing. I don't think you gotta put a lot of money into that. Maybe I'm gonna move to an island. This racing stuff is tough. Like, you put so much time and so much money into this, and literally you can get taken out. But I don't know, I love Super Dirt Week. I like the idea of it, and I know it's so big and prestigious, but to me, I don't understand it. We hype this race up, and it's gonna be televised and all this stuff, and it's not our normal racing that we usually do. We don't ever run 200 laps. We don't use two-way radios. We don't do live pit stops. Like, if we get a bunch of our, no offense guys, but like random friends to come and help us pit, where, you know, I don't know who Friesen had, but he could have like his truck guys come in. Like, I don't know. To me, that's just not my kind of racing. I like 50 lappers. We're listening to Mandee rant right now. I like 50 lap races. Hard. Get to the front. It's you and your car. That's it. You don't have to rely on your crew. You don't have to rely on anyone spotting for you. Those pit stops were pretty rough. So I know I'm not putting anyone down, guys, whatsoever, so please don't take it any other way. But every single person here, they all work their butts off. And I know there's a lot of disappointed people, Mike especially, so I don't know. Gotta go take the car apart, load up, head home.
So, we started out in 8th place today. We were pretty excited because we qualified well for the big block race. We had 200 laps to get the job done. The track was very slippery, and we didn't quite have as much drive, and I don't know, the car just didn't feel as good as it did in qualifying. And every time I was on the outside of a restart, I went backwards. And there was a few cars that were able to make some ground up on the outside, so we just didn't have it out there. But a lot of stuff happened. We got a flat, and I backed it in the fence because I couldn't hang on to it. It was so slippery on the outside, and then to have a flat right rear, the car came around on me, and I just couldn't keep it off the wall. So there was a little damage there, but we had already filled up with fuel, so we put some tires on. We had our fair share of mistakes on pit road, but my crew was able to correct any problems we had. They worked really hard. We had guys that had never done pit stops, live pit stops before, and they completed them well. So I want to thank those guys for stepping up and doing it. And we fixed, the damage, and then we had a fresh set of tires. We were out like the top 20, and moving forward, we were able to make ground on the bottom. Like I said, I wasn't making any ground on the outside, but guys were sliding up, and I was filling the holes and making ground on the bottom. A lot of times I'd get squeezed to get inside to somebody, and they're trying to fight for the bottom. They stuff you in the inside wall and this and that, and that's frustrating because, knocks the toe out, and then you got a hard time steering, and it's a pretty challenging race with the conditions. So then just randomly, I was going into turn 1, and my spotter told me I had, a 3-car gap between the car behind me, and got hit hard in the rear bumper, like sent into the outside wall, creamed the wall, wrecked the car, and I got out super frustrated and jumped on his car. I was so mad. I just lost it. I mean, we worked for, just hours and hours. Like, there was nights we didn't get 2 hours of sleep mounting a new body on a car. We changed engines in 3 cars this week to get ready for Super Week, so we could do the satellite shows, do the small block race, do the big block race. And our big block was our best car, and it had a new body on it. It was a sharp looking car, and here I am with it wrecked after all that work. And we had fresh rubber on. We were going forward. Things were finally turning around, going the way we wanted it to, and it just to have that happen, I don't know, I just couldn't handle it. So it kind of like makes you feel like, well, you wrecked my car, I want to wreck your car. So I kicking his panels, and you wrecked my panels, I'm wrecking your panels. And I feel stupid for it afterwards, but it's just one of those things, like you're all hyped up from running all those laps and doing all this work ahead of time, and I know that my competitors do that too. They all have to do the same thing to be there. I have no idea if they have help or if it's hard for them or not, but it could be harder. Maybe they gotta pay for it themselves. I got a car owner. There's a lot of things that when things go wrong, you tend to forget like all the positive things you have going for you in life.
Like me. You have me.
Yeah, Mandee. So I guess I should take this opportunity to thank everyone that got us here, and you know, just to have the opportunity to run a Super Dirt Week is cool. I mean, and the opportunity to run good really means a lot.
You have a good support system.
And it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to, and everybody was pretty frustrated. It's I don't even know what to say at this point yet. I kind of need some rest.
I agree.
So thanks for watching.
Wait. Close out without me.
Okay. So
Yes.
thanks for watching.
Oh, the camera's over here. Yes. And like you said, unfortunately, like huge sitting on top of you. Our week did not turn out the way we hoped, but thank you to every single one of you who followed along this week. We had a ton of people stop by. I know we've said this before, so it's awesome, like the support that we get. And we're grateful for it, and we will come freaking back next weekend. So don't you worry, right?
Come what back next week?
I said come freaking back.
We're coming
We're
freaking
coming
back.
freaking back. We don't curse on this video. Everyone else does. Try to beep. I can't beep it out, but
Maybe you're talking about Halloween or something.
no.
Freaky.
Oh, no, I think Halloween. I think we're in
That's Charlotte.
Charlotte. Yeah, we'll dress up for Halloween. I haven't decided our costume yet, so stay tuned for that. Yes. So bedtime. Finally gonna get more than like 4 to 5 hours of sleep. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to newsletter below, and I saved you the easiest one.
Come back next time.
Bye guys.